What's up, kids? It is October 4th. It is 8:40 p.m. It is Tuesday. It is your commissioner coming to you live from Somerset, New Jersey. I am at a Homewood Suites, and it is beautiful. Highly recommend if you're ever in the area. But it is your Week 4 recap, so let's get right into it. It was a hell of a week here in the YOLOFIsh. In our first game, we had Cole Coyle taking on Dan Jensen, and Cole murdered him by about 60 some odd points. Jensen failed to break 100, finished with 93, only had 4 guys in double digits. His highest was his quarterback Tyrod Taylor with 18.6. Just terrible. On the other side, Cole put up almost 160 points, had a very productive day. Big days from Phillip Rivers, Derek Carr's quarterbacks. Steve Smith Sr., the old man, put up 24 points. That's going to help you out every single time. In our next matchup, we had the other Coyle, Connor, taking on Johnny Sokol, who also failed to reach 100 points, finished with 90.4. He finished with 4 guys in double digits, just like Jensen. His highest score, quarterback Cam Newton, 17.6, left early in this one with a concussion. We'll see if he's able to play this week. I'm going to go and doubt it. On the other side, Coyle put up 124. It was a nice win. High score was Mike Crabtree, had 30.3 with like 3 touchdowns, I think. Andrew Luck had 21.7. Otherwise, not a great day for Coyle's team, but good enough to get the win over Sokol. Next up, we had McGrath beating up on Walter Camacho by about 27 points or so. McGrath had pretty decent days from everybody, pretty steady throughout. He had 7 guys in double digits. Problem was that the other 4 guys on his roster didn't break 5. He had a 3, a 4.8, a 2.6, and a 1. His best scorer today was Isaiah Crowell, put up 24.7. Quarterback Carson Palmer did get hurt in this one. Looks like he might not be ready to play on Thursday night. I believe it's Thursday night. We'll see how he progresses through the week. On the other side, for Walter, put up 109 points. Not great. His boy Marcus Mariota sucked. Only put up 8.1. Thank God for DeMarco Murray, gave him 24 points. Other than that, nothing really of note. Kenyon Drake got him 1.5 on Thursday Night Football. In our next matchup, we had TJ beating up on former roommate Patrick Troy. Both had pretty good production days. TJ put up 167 points. I believe he led all scoring this week. Pat put up 148, so not a bad day. Would have beat a lot of other teams, but couldn't beat TJ, obviously. TJ obviously had big days from Julio Jones, 300 yards, a touchdown. I mean, that's just ridiculous. Put up 45 points. Big Ben Roethlisberger got another 46.9 points. Other than that, TJ's team didn't look great. Nice direction from Jimmy Graham. It's good to see from Graham, but not great otherwise. DeAndre Hopkins at 0.9 points. That was just terrible for him. On Pat's side, not great really all around. Again, he had A.J. Green on Thursday night, put up 31. His Denver wide receivers each put up 18 points, which is nice, going to be helpful, but not great consistency throughout the team. He's going to need better quarterback play from Andy Dalton and his boy Ryan Fitzpatrick. Our next game, and this one is an absolute nail-biter, was Jack Murray over Ryan McCallum, 129.4 to 129. Really came down to Monday Night Football. Ryan had Odell. Jack had Sterling Shepard. Sterling Shepard finished with 5. Odell finished with 3.8. And that's the difference, folks. Jack had Matt Ryan as his quarterback, put up 46 points because he passed for 500 yards, 300 of which to Julio Jones. On Ryan's side, nice day from Blake Bortles, nice day from Ezekiel Elliott. Other than that, not really great. He's really banking on a stat correction, as those McCallum point thieves usually do. Finally, in what was touted to be our game of the week, and it did not disappoint, it was your commissioner getting win number 1, taking down 3-0 Danny McCallum, handing him his first loss of the season. Your commissioner has a completely revitalized lineup now that Le'Veon Bell is back. He had 8 guys in double digits, led by scorers Russell Wilson with 32 and Le'Veon Bell with 23. On McCallum's side of the ball, he had a pretty decent day, put up 143 points, would have beaten a lot of other teams, but not your commish. Had rough production from Drew Brees and Sam Bradford at quarterback. His high scorer was Jordan Reed, who had a couple touchdowns early, didn't do much as the game went on. Antonio Brown had 20.4 points on Sunday Night Football. All right, let's get right into our weekly accolades. We'll start off with our most valuable player. Really shouldn't be much of a surprise here, but it's going to go to none other than Atlanta Falcons wide receiver Julio Jones. For TJ, he put up 45 points, had 12 grabs, 300 yards, and a touchdown. Really just ridiculous day for Julio Jones. Ended up with having Matt Ryan give 500 yards passing. Thought about him for the player of the week, but I think it's got to go to Julio. 300 yards receiving, you just don't see that every day. Our sweet and sour play of the week is going to go to your commish here. I played Russell Wilson at quarterback. He did great for me. Went 23 of 32, 309 yards, 3 touchdowns. Unfortunately, like an idiot, he played the Jets, whose defense I picked up this week to play. They finished with 27 points given up, and I think 2 sacks for 2.1 points. So thanks a lot to the Jets, Jets. Your worst of the week is also going to be your commissioners. It was Julian Edelman, who really just didn't even exist in the Patriots, getting their ass kicked by the Bills, getting shut out. Had 1 catch for 16 yards and a fumble lost. That's going to be good enough for 0.2 points total. Thanks a lot there, Julian. Should be okay next week with your boy TB12 coming back into the mix, changing probably Jensen's roster the most since he'll actually have a quarterback. Alrighty, it is everybody's favorite time of the week, your Week 4 Power Rankings. First up, we have Coyle back on top with a nice win this week, moves to 3-1, leads everybody in points 4, I believe, so he's back on the top. Jack bounced back as well this week, moved up to number 2 from number 3 before, got his win again. Still leading in the Brook Wild division, has a 3-1 record. Everybody else has a 1-3. So 2 games up in the Brook Wild, feels pretty good for him. Dropping down 2 spots to number 3 is going to be McAllen, who got his ass kicked by your commissioner this week. He was 3-0, so I can't devote him too much, but losing to the last place team is going to drop you every time. Next up, we had our guys that like to stay steady. TJ, Cole, Ryan. Didn't move. Ryan's still praying for that stat correction, even though he lost. I think he's still better than pretty much all of Brook Wild. Number 7 is going to be McGrath, moving back up 2 spots above the Brook Wild division. He dropped down a couple last week after a bad loss, but now he's back in it. Still think he's better than everybody in our division, but again, that's just how the cookie crumbles. Number 8, we had Patrick. Tough loss this week, but had nice production. 9, we had Sokol, who got his ass kicked, only put up 90 points. That might be the low record for the league. I'm going to have to look that up for Thursday's preview. I'll let you know. Your commish moved up from the bottom to number 10. First time he's higher than 11 all season after his nice win. Look out, YOLOFISH. Number 11, Jensen dropped down, only scored 93 points this week. Should be okay with Tom Brady coming back, but he's going to have to prove it first. And no surprise here in the bottom, Walter Camacho put up 109 points, just isn't very good, and it's not going to get easier for him. All right, kids, I believe that's all I have for now. Keep an eye out for your Week 5 preview on Thursday. If you have any news, notes, numbers, anything like that you need me to add in, let me know. Otherwise, that's all for now. Peace.